right, guys, what is going on? What's good? Hope you guys have been enjoying the music, man. Kind of changed it up a little bit. We got that jazz elegant music, which is what I've been listening to the last couple days. You know, piano bar type. There's a music playlist on Apple Music called Piano Bar. It's kind of similar. You know, very chill, very relaxing, readable, tradable, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, now that I double check that, let me start with this, guys. Let me start with this. Excuse me. Vadu, Naruto, Mia, Andreas, Alex, just Alex, Shamal 813, and Nikki Alexander are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 7 of you are less than 30 days away from the gold sniper badge because you're all at 11 months. Alex C, Willow, Electric, Trillionaire, Tiago, Max, you guys are all at 10 months. So you guys have less than 2 months before you get your gold sniper. So Nikki will most likely be the first one. And then the rest will probably get it the day after. Because I think like the first day was calculated kind of weird. Only like three or four people signed up that first day. And then like the next day, a bunch of people signed up, but the way they divide it, it wasn't like the same day. So I'll just say that list one more time. If I can find it. Oh shit, I got rid of it. Again, that's going to be Nikki, Shamal, just Alex, Andreas, Mia, Naruto, and Vadu. You guys are all less than a month away from the gold sniper. And then Alex C, Willow, Electric, Trillionaire, Tiago, and Max M are right behind that. So that'll be cool. That will be cool, man. We might have to celebrate. We might have to celebrate. Drop a like if you guys are here. Drop a like and let me know that you're here. And that you're with us, man. This is what I was talking about earlier, by the way. I know Vadu already knows what I'm talking about, or Trillionaire, because I posted that in the Discord already. But you guys were in the lounge today. I came in late. I thought you guys were... I guess I came in right when it was over. I never get up that early, so you guys can definitely have fun without me. That's fine. But this is what I was pointing to when I said that lack of wick. It reached into that lack of wick right there, and that's what I was saying. We ended up trading down one more time, which was a stop run, and then I mentioned that 1 minute gap, which was here a little bit after, and then it shot up to the 40. So we're going to talk about this for a minute and sort of what we talked about on Friday. Did you guys go and watch any of Dodgy's channel? I told you guys to check it out. Normally I don't tell you guys to check out other people's channel, but I don't know. I think the guy's got his credibility, so you know, I'm gonna give props where it's due. I'm gonna give props where it's due. He also has a verified YouTube with less than 100,000 subs, and YouTube keeps giving me the middle finger. So no, Lee Bright, Dodgy. Here, I'll find it real quick. Actually, I think I'm subscribed to him. It's like Dodge, like D-O-D-G. Oh shit, unless he blocked me. No, he didn't block me. He didn't block me. Oh no, he has 27,000 subs. It's this guy right here. Yeah, he's a fucking ICT fanboy, but that's okay. And that's all right. But yeah, this is the guy I was talking about, Dodgy. DODGYSDD. Just dodgy for short. So I'll post that link in the description so you guys can check him out. So again, I mean, I usually don't vouch for a lot of people. I vouch for quite a few, but I would probably go ahead and vouch for Dodgy. So I don't even think we've spoken before, to be fair. So it's not like we're friends or anything. But anyway, the point is, Friday, I told you to check out his channel this weekend because I was telling you about this right here. This down in here, right? Where you have an imbalance. I'll zoom in on this and we'll get into it. Today's discussion is probably going to be about imbalances. And Libra, I know you said you studied imbalances this weekend, so please let me know what you studied and what you found out. And then we'll get into it. But look down here for just a second while I give you guys the intro. Okay, so think back to Friday, what we talked about, and then look down in here. There's a reason I marked all this up. Okay, so again, I'll leave this right here for you while I do our quick shout outs. And then we'll get into it. What's good? Felix, Naruto, Nikki, Alex, C, Nina, Hermita, Vadu, coming up on that gold sniper. What's good? Shen, Maximiliano, Lucas. Oops. Lucas. Diego, Nicole, G, Marshall, Kesha, 2020. And then time does fly, Naruto. Yes, it does. What's good? Infinity. What's good? Sean, Monkey. Came right when we ended. Might push it back an hour so you can. I mean, it's totally up to you guys. Don't wait for me. The lounge is for you. The lounge is for you. I mean, it's for everybody, but you don't need to wait for me, bro. Do you think? Please do. What's good? Edgar. Oh, Lee Bright follows him on Instagram. He's good. Yeah. I think he has a pretty high strike rate too. ES had a 2-minute inverse. I would rather say just inversion, but it's fine. So, you know what? Fuck, I really want to keep this chart. I want to keep this for my own notes. So let me just screenshot this real quick. I want to make sure I have that for later. I don't even think I marked up equities open. That was equities open. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to take everything off here because now we need to go through this one by one. So Friday, what I explained, and again, I'm going to keep repeating this. I said to go look at his channel because I'm still not 100% certain that this is how he trades. But I think I understand the gist of it. So what I think he does, and this is just speculation, I keep telling you. I think what he does is he waits for he calls it a fair value gap. I think that's retarded. I'd rather just say imbalance. It's easier. I think he waits for an imbalance to be traded through and then enter either on the next candle or enter, I guess, at the next imbalance that is created on like that particular direction. So what I mean is, and that's why I had this as red for a minute ago, because it was like a imbalance that was traded into and it traded off of it a little bit. But remember, the market's been trading lower and lower. And then the biggest thing, time price context, is the equal highs at 41.51.5. Oh no, dude, they got rid of my watermarks again. Dude, TradingView's been pissing me off, dude. I couldn't even log into my broker, so I missed that fucking trade. And now my fucking watermarks are gone, dude. And they took away tweets on charts. What the fuck, TradingView? Anyway, enough of my bullshit. I think he waits for this to get traded through, right? So if we just extend that out, we see price closes above that. So this obviously is no longer bearish. So in a bullish environment, we want to buy a like an imbalance that was created on the way to liquidity up here, right? And that's why I wanted to long that. Literally, I had an order at that low, 5135.25. I literally was like, that's where my order's gonna go, because it's only one tick into that. And I was gonna allow the market to trade back into this and then run these highs. Couldn't log in. I said, all right, well, that's fucked. So then I was watching it. We traded higher, mentioned that lack of wick. We go higher again, don't take the high. We come back down. Soon as that candle closed, I knew we were going to run to those highs. Okay? Because look what we did there. We went down to 36 and then traded off of it up to 39 and a quarter. As soon as you see that, I'm like, okay, cool. Next up, that 5-minute candle. Okay? The opening of that, remember the next candle entry? So there's 920. That means 921. That's that following 5-minute candle. What do you see right there, my friend? What do you see right there? Boom. Gap. That right there to me is a long. Okay? Am I making sense with that? So again, imbalance traded through. We trade into a 5-minute imbalance, which is also a 1-minute imbalance. We rally. We don't take the highs. We come back for trailing stops. Next candle entry, 1-minute gap. Then that sends us higher. And that would have been a beautiful trade as well. So either from down here, I wouldn't have bought below this low. Just being honest. I wouldn't have done that. But I would have looked at that gap to go higher as well. So I think those were both incredible opportunities for this morning. And now we have the PM session and I don't know what to expect. But does that make sense? Our focus today again is imbalances. Okay, I want to make that clear. That down here is the focus. And if you need to go watch Friday's session, do it. Because literally we talked about this. Waiting for a bearish concept to get traded through, playing a bullish concept, or just straight up, I don't know, just fucking buying the next candle and then just taking a little bit of heat, but then, you know, it goes to your target and then bam, that's a winning trade. Drop a 1 if you guys remember that from Friday. Just let me know. If you don't know, or if you weren't there on Friday, don't drop a 1. But if you were there on Friday and you're like, yeah, John, I remember we talked about that. You brought up Dodgy, you brought up the inversion stuff and all that. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. That I'm not just thinking that we did it. You know what I mean? How do you share your screen in the lounge? It wouldn't let me earlier. Oh shit. We'll have to figure it out later, showing there. If not, I'll end up giving you permission. But I thought you guys did. I never made a Discord before. Okay, this is my first time making a Discord, so I might not have all the shit right. But I'm doing my best here, okay? Lucas, yeah, so I think I just answered that question. What's good, Stephanie? I've studied this entry model. It works especially well when the imbalance is created by the candle that took liquidity. I like that. I like that. If one candle created 2 inverted at the same time with conviction, the entry will be in the first one and stop loss in the second one. I agree, Libra. That's a very good point. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a very good point. You know what else too? This was a 15-minute imbalance as well. Very small imbalance, but still one nonetheless. Right there. See? Right there. Don't be afraid to warp the chart. Right there. So it ran the low. How far can price go below a low? An imbalance. There it is. It overshot that a little bit. That's okay. It's only 1 point, like 4 ticks. Don't be mad about it. Bam. Instantly, right? Instantly. I wouldn't have held for this high. I'm going to tell you straight like that. I wouldn't have aimed for that high. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because this came all the way back down. And this would have cleared your break even at the gap, and that probably would have cleared your break even if you longed below that low. So I would have just been fine with like 3-4 points, like $150, $200, and just be done per contract at least. But I would have just been fine with that. But anyway, the whole point is imbalances. Okay, there's a lot going on here, because I mean, we can really get into it, chat, because there's even a inversion that extends all the way this far as well. Okay, imbalance created on the way lower that was respected, it got traded through, and then look at all the bodies here. You guys didn't see that, did you? You guys didn't see that, huh? You gotta look at the bodies here, respecting it. Look at the bodies here, respecting it. But look how it trades to the low end of it a few times. Never goes through that, right? And then it extends higher to take that liquidity up here. So I would study that as well. If you like inversions, okay? If you like inverted imbalances, or if you want to call them inverted fair value gaps, I don't care. I mean, if you want to sound smart or just talk a lot of shit, then I guess you could do that. But I just don't see the point in complicating, you know, all those names. Well, Lucas, I don't know about rewatching the entire stream Friday, but I know near the end I brought up Dodgy, I brought up this inversion idea, right? So it's kind of what I wanted you to backtest this weekend. Because again, I cannot speak for him. Okay, I can't speak for him. But I'm assuming he would probably take a 1 to 2 or higher, maybe. I mean, I don't know. He would probably take something like that. And that, I mean, that's just at the high. I mean, if he was, I mean, I'm pretty sure the guy's smart. He probably would have did like a 1 to 2.5 or something, just to grab that liquidity, not just at the high, but probably above it. So I'm assuming he would have done something like that, entering on that imbalance, stop below either this imbalance or maybe even the stop below the inverted imbalance. Maybe he'd go with a tighter stop like that, which I think is pretty acceptable. It's not a bad, like, he's not a bad trader. You know what I mean? And I see him on Twitter all the time. His Twitter, like, just constantly shows all his stuff. So if you are overextended to one direction and two imbalances get inverted, especially on the 15-minute, it's a sign that the market is no longer in this direction anymore. Common supplier demand won't be respected. Okay. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. And I agree. Not Vadu, Libra, I saw your story earlier. That shit was funny. You were talking about this. And you're like, when the market does this, just log out, bro. Go read a book or something. I'm like, yeah, of course. Because what I thought is, with the S&P higher and the Nasdaq lower here, I thought that was going to be a stop run. And I'm like, okay, cool. Next candle, it'll probably trade higher. And it kind of starts to do that. Comes all the way back, doesn't take the low, and then extends higher. So that to me was fairly strange. And that was the same time that the S&P had made its move, right? So that 925, 930 push above the highs, that was the 925, 930 push on the Nasdaq. But it did not hold that very well, because it gave that back. So yeah, definitely some weakness on the side of Nasdaq today. Lucas says, I was quite unsure today because the price was consolidating in a big purple gap for a very long time. Are you talking about here? That's why I said look at the bodies. Okay. I wouldn't have traded this to go long, but for your studying purposes, that's typically what you want in a bullish market. You want say a previous bearish concept, once we've shifted from bearish price delivery to bullish price delivery, the bodies will respect it. The wicks are allowed to do stuff like this. That's why we call that manipulation, because that's what it is. It's running stops. Okay? It's just jamming lower to grab those stops, get traders out, and then run that direction. That's my most recent reel, or one of the most recent reels, where I'm like, yeah, you ever been stopped at the low and then it went your direction? Like, that's the type of stuff that we're talking about. It's manipulation. Bodies, okay, are respecting it. Bodies are respecting it. Now, I wouldn't respect it a third time, or I wouldn't expect it to respect it a third time. I would think this is going to get its face ripped off and go lower. Because, let me see, we have a higher Dow, low resistant highs, we cleared that. S&P cleared London's high. Nasdaq is disgusting, absolutely despicable. Nasdaq didn't even come close to London's high. This is dirt. This is absolute dust. Garbage. You ever took the trash out? I said this before, I'll say it again. You ever took the trash out and it was like liquid at the bottom of the garbage bag, and your garbage bag was dripping, and it's like garbage juice? Like, that's what Nasdaq is today. This is awful for longs. So that could be distribution, is what it looks like. It's what it looks like for Dow as well. I think the highs kind of match up though, so we don't. I don't think we have a divergence up here on small time frame. But that's what today looks like, my friends. That's what it looks like. So yeah, I would expect this to probably trade lower. After liquidity grab, the OTW, the on the way, I think is what that means. Imbalance should not get inverted with conviction. Context matters. I agree. Naruto says, I'd suggest backtesting long entries below bearish candle closes and short entries above bullish candle closes within entry concepts. Typically, the last candle close before reversal is the concept. Damn, that's a mouthful, bro. That is a mouthful. Gold is rallying higher since last week. Yeah, it is. Was good, electric. Yeah, so is silver too. I do want to look at USD CAD for a minute as well. So, because I think one of you said you were shorting this dookie of a currency pair. USD CAD, horrible. But I think I see why. 135.45 is some lows. This is a general consolidation as well. Here. So I can see that. It traded up in at 7 o'clock, or so for New York, rather. So New York opens, it trades higher, imbalance up here, drops down. It loses an imbalance behind, it trades into that, and then starts to trade lower. I wouldn't have wanted it to do what it's doing now, right? The fair value level is here based on the low up to this high. That would be 50%. So we do cross into a discount here, back into a premium, but now we're there again. And I don't like that. I don't like it. Looks like we traded into that lack of wick right there too on this 15-minute candle. But I wouldn't short this myself anymore. I would have shorted here, like in this, and then new low, I'd be at break even, and then bam, I'd be out at break even. That's why I said USD CAD is, this is gross. I'd rather trade like a Dow Jones 1 minute than this horrendous trash. I don't know, Felix. I'm not touching the indices today. I'm not doing it. Oh, that's right, Friday. Did you guys watch this on Friday? Did you guys watch that? I told you not to trade it. But we marked up this triple highs, or that pattern we've been looking at the last few weeks. 3 highs, breakdown, retracement, see ya. 3 highs, breakdown, retracement, see ya. Did you guys watch it? You guys didn't watch it, did you? We came back up into this gap later on, and then came right back into that, and then extended right in the after hours. So that was kind of fun to watch. But anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is because it's the point. The point is that formation right there was what? The high of the day. The high of the day, baby. So we're studying, right? When the market rallies and rallies and rallies, but leaves behind liquidity, forms this, you get this. So hopefully you watched it. But I don't normally hold over the weekend. And I would have definitely not held through this. But, look where we're at today. That was the high of last week. London hit the dirt. So yeah, that was a pretty strong sell-off from, up there. So just make sure that, that's at least one thing that you're studying today. But no, I wouldn't trade this at all. I wouldn't trade this today. London's highs here, we already took that. I mean, we've already had a retracement today. That's what gave us that extension higher. We took levels of liquidity. We're back in the range. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I think we're gonna trade lower, but I'm not trading it. If these were equal lows, maybe. But I'm just gonna leave this alone. So you do what you want, Felix, but I'm not gonna long that. I ain't doing it. Electric traded a 1 minute mitigation. How'd it go? Oh, Dow 1 minute today. How'd it go, Electric? How did it go? You see that up candle before the mitigation on YM? That's an example of what I'm saying. Electric gotta win. I like it. I like it. Took ages. Oh man. Don't tell me you struggle with impatience, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I wanted to get across to you guys today. So yeah, I'll take some more questions if you guys got them. And my most recent story on Instagram did not go through. It's still uploading. It's been uploading for like 3 hours, bro. What the fuck is that? Like, electronics today just don't fucking work, bro. Trading views fucked up. Instagram's fucked up. Come on, man. This is not how we're supposed to start Mondays, dude. Not how we're supposed to start Mondays, my friend. But what can you do? What can you do? No, I didn't, Electric. That was the justification for why I was looking for longs though, right? If you're going to do, well, not if, but when you do top down analysis, right? You start on a higher time frame. And that was the basis, okay? That's why I thought that was the low, in which it was, but that's the reasoning for that, the justification. You can't just say, oh, I think that's the low because, you know, that's the low. You need evidence, my friend. And so that is the reason for that. Okay. So again, it's the basis for why I was wanting to long and why I was telling you guys I was looking for this level when we were in here. Okay. Because of that. It's the 1 hour imbalance that we reacted from and crossed into a premium here. Right? So we're gonna take all this shit off now because we got too much stuff on here. This high or the equal highs down to that low, right? Just like I had earlier and posted in the Discord as well. There is your fair value level. So you can see, that's why I posted that, right? Look at 8:30, our equities open. We trade, we don't just cross it, but we also close in that premium. So this imbalance is what? It's not just an imbalance, but it's a discount imbalance. And I don't know why green looks like shit. I think blue looks better. There it is, okay? Premium back into a discount, imbalance created on the way to liquidity at a logical price level after running through this bearish imbalance after reacting from the 1 hour. Okay? So there's that. And that would have been enough. Because right now I'd be looking at this going, I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to go lower. But you know what? If it goes higher, who cares? Whatever. We got the rest of the week, man. Oh, speaking of the rest of the week, Forex Factory. Don't forget to check that, my friends. Don't forget to check that. We don't really have too much today. Tomorrow, we have PMI at 9 Central, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Wednesday, ADP non-farm employment change at 7:15. Powell testifies at 9 a.m. So 30 minutes after the open. That's probably going to be a volatile Wednesday. Unemployment claims pre-market on Thursday. Powell testifies again at 9 a.m. on Thursday. And then the old unemployment rate, non-farm employment change on Friday. So I think today's a good day to trade. Well, it was. I don't know about now, but this morning was decent. And I think Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be okay. I would be very careful on Thursday and Friday. If I were you, I probably wouldn't trade on Friday at all. Friday, everyone's going to get their face ripped off. Maybe even Thursday as well. So just be mindful of that. And check your local time zone for your Forex Factory. Do you know the book Tragedy and Hope? No, I don't. No, I do not. Oh, speaking of books, I got some coming in today from John Wooden and John Maxwell. I'm on the last chapter of his most recent one. The Ultimate Guide to Leadership. He has another one coming out in like a month or two. It's called High Road Leadership. I'll probably get that one too. Anyway, what about NQ? Took those equal lows and also 1 hour imbalance. Well, Nasdaq is our weakest index today. Look at this. It's doo-doo. Doo-doo. It's horrible. Doesn't mean this can't be the low of the day and we reverse and trade higher. We could do that. But is that really what you want to do? Is that really what you want to do? I mean, you could always demo it, but I wouldn't put money on this. No, 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 no. Wouldn't put money on that. Yeah. One of the ideas is not to long assets that are weak, considerably weak today for Nasdaq. What do I think about CBDCs? I don't know. I don't know much about them. Look, I really don't know a lot about crypto, bro. I keep telling you guys that I'm the last person you want to ask about crypto. You can ask Zach or Jordan. You can ask Silva. You're going to get a much better answer probably from them than you would from me. So there's that. Guys, do me a favor, drop a like on the stream. We got 40, high 40s, but only 16 likes, man. What's up with that? What is up with that? It's Monday. We got to wake up. We got to wake up, family. What other questions you guys got? Oh, we didn't look at gold and silver. Oh, yeah, that's a bitch. Yeah, that's rough. Hey, I thought we were going to trade below the lows. We didn't. Gold's close to all-time highs, too. I need to go tag, what's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, gold's doing well. Silver's doing okay. I just, again, would have preferred for us to take the lows. And we didn't. Doesn't change my mind. But let's just say that that leaves it open and we just run to 27, 28. That won't bother me. Just means I wouldn't have got, or it just means I don't have the chance to buy more at a lower price. Like I said, Lucas, because I think it was you or someone else who asked last week about it. I could always be wrong, bro. That's always on the table. Well, and you saw it there. I thought we were going to trade lower. We went higher. I'm not perfect, my friend. I am not perfect. The 5-second chart, Stephanie? Really? That's what we're doing? On which ass are you looking at? The S&P? I don't even know if I have a 5-second chart. Oh, we do have 5-second charts. Oh, God. Oh, no. No, no, no. I don't know. Can't do the 1-second chart. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Oh, on Nasdaq? Well, we can look at that. Tobias was good, man. Said, recently a friend and I had a conversation about the fear of making mistakes. Can you recommend a book about that topic, or can you say something about it? Yeah, sure. There's all kind of quotes about about this. Let me look some up for you. There's one I'm thinking off the top of my head. Oh, who is this from? Make the error, mend the error. That is how we grow. Don't be ashamed. Don't be boastful. Just keep correcting. Those who never make mistakes never amount to anything. Failures are the foundation of a legend's legacy. In other words, you will miss more through inaction versus acting, making mistakes, and then learning from those mistakes. Right? How can you be a successful trader if you don't trade? If you are too fearful of making a mistake to the point where you don't take a trade, well, guess what? You're not going to make money trading. Then you're not even a trader. You just watch the market. Now, granted, I do that a lot, where I do watch the market a lot, but that's because I'm fucking home all day. I do what I want. But for most people, if you are too scared of making a mistake, you're not going to make money, right? Scared money don't make money, bro. So you keep the mistakes small, you keep the losses small. Hopefully you get the big wins to make up for it. So just think about that. You know what? There's a really good one from Seneca I got to find. Let me see, matter of fact, let me see if I can try and remember it. A diamond cannot be perfected without being polished, nor a man perfected without trials. So it means you have to go through the fire, my friend. You can't be afraid of making mistakes. You just got to do it. And learn from it, of course, but you just got to do it, bro. Oops. So hopefully that helps you, Tobias. Hopefully that helps you. But if you didn't know, this is why the community that I founded almost a year ago is called the Smart Money Stoics, because we want to trade like smart money, or, you know, trade in a way that allows us to be in alignment with smart money. But we also want to study the mindset as well, and at least be a stoic in that regard. I got you, Stephanie. Which one are you talking about, Naruto? Post what in the Discord? See, look at that. That we're going to trade lower. We're going higher. Wrong. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca. You guys would know this if you fucking read. Right? Yeah, John, you've been talking about this for a couple years. You would know if you read, my friends. Look, let me put it to you this way. And I'm not mad. I'm just obviously fucking around with you like I always do. But in all seriousness, you can't expect me to hand you everything I know. You have to go to the sources that I'm telling you to go to. Why do you think I tell you to read these books, man? This is where I get the shit from. I mean, you guys, you could probably always Google stuff, I guess, but you got to know what to Google. You got to know what to Google, my friend. So that's why I always tell you, read or don't read. Do it or don't, my friend. All I can do is bring awareness. That's the best I can do. That's all I can control. Oh, the other one? Oh, fuck. I got rid of it already. It was actually a partial quote from something else. And now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. It is a name I cannot pronounce. Errors in Evolution, the sonnet. It's actually quite long. I'll just link it to you. But that was like a highlighted segment based on the search that I gave. Does that make sense? So do this. See if you guys can click on that link I just gave you. The goodreads.com link. And if you scroll down, it's a sonnet. It's called Errors and Evolution. There you go. I've done my part. But I'll post it to the Discord as well. Actually, I'll do that right after the stream. What about lack of confidence and fear of missing out after that? Well, confidence is going to come from experience and backtesting and studying and reading. Fear of missing out you'll fix that when you understand the abundance of the marketplace, which will come from studying and backtesting and experience. How would you handle it? Would you say that you choose it percentage-wise from the win so you don't pay yourself too much? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what your question is there, George. Have you read and do you recommend books Trading in a Zone and Disciplined Trader? Absolutely. Mark Douglas is the greatest of all time, man. When it comes to the psychology of a trader, yes. He who does not read has no advantage over a man who cannot read. Yeah, that's typically attributed to Mark Twain, even though Ryan Holiday thinks he never actually said that, but it's attributed to him all the time. Do you think Nasdaq is lower because of the high that was taken in the 1 hour imbalance reacted to the down? I don't know why Nasdaq is weaker. It's the tech sector is just weak today. I'm under the assumption of. What things led you to discover personality development and deal with it? Hold on. I gotta really think about what you just said. What things led you to discover personality development and deal with it? What do you mean by deal with it? Okay, I don't want to sound like a fucking weirdo, but I'll just tell it to you like it is, okay? I've always been, not always, but after a certain point, I had a really long conversation yesterday about this too. I really don't want to get into it with only 10 minutes left of the hour today. when you are a child, okay, you don't know anything. Okay, you don't know about character, ethics. You don't know about personality. You don't know about problem solving, about negotiation. You don't know about money or habit. Like, you don't know anything, right? And I remember going through middle school, going through high school, and it was just interesting because adults always seemed to just not be very happy, right? A lot of the like I had old geezers for teachers, right? Those really old ass women, you know, in their like 60s and 70s, and you know, just rude and very just horrible teachers, right? But anyways, the point is, as a child, right, you want to do whatever you want to do. You know, you want to be happy, you want to have fun, stuff like that. But everybody else was like, you can only have recess for an hour. You can only have 30 minutes of cartoons. My grandma was that way when I was, in middle school, right? You can only have 30 minutes of SpongeBob. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm trying to watch hours of SpongeBob. Come on, I see why my grandma did that. But anyway, generally speaking, a lot of adults didn't let kids be free. They didn't let them have creativity to a high degree. And so as you get older, you start to realize that you do eventually come across good people, right? You do come across somebody that and I guess another way to put it is a lighthouse. You guys don't know what that is because you probably haven't read The Lighthouse Effect by Steve Pemberton, but that's okay. His whole book is based on how some people can be the light in other people's lives, right? And so it's very hard to explain if you don't know it, but in other words, you eventually come across somebody that has very good energy. They're very positive. They're very, they make you laugh, or they laugh. Like they're fun to be around, and you just naturally want to be around them, right? Even as a child, you're like, oh yeah, these teachers are boring, man. Fuck them. I'm trying to go, have fun with these other people. Okay. But again, as a child, you don't know, I guess, like why that is, right? Like you don't understand personality and things of that nature. So when you do finally grow up, you start to learn these things. You start to learn about ethics and moral codes and right and wrong and all these other things, right? So the majority of the teachers that I had were not good teachers, right? I dated girls that were not, I don't want to get into it, but it's just horrible. Horrible girls, okay? So personality development. Yeah. So I said, okay, I started to like study people, and I wanted to know why people did the things they did, right? Like, why are you an asshole for no reason? Or why is it first thing in the morning and my teachers are angry, right? It's like, why are you angry first thing in the morning, bitch? Like, nothing's even happened today. What the fuck are you mad about, right? So I just never understood people. But I wanted to understand why, why did girls that I date fucking lie to me all the time, cheat on me all the time? Like, what the fuck? Why are my teachers mean and just retarded? Okay. So when I started to study people and I started to read a little bit, I'm like, oh, okay, this is why their childhood was XYZ, or they're going through things and just taking it out on other people. They don't know about emotional intelligence, or they don't know how to pause before they think, and like all these things, right? Welcome, Adam, or welcome back, either one. Was good, Adam. And so I always told myself, like, I don't want to be like that, right? And I don't want to keep bringing up this some of the girls I dated in high school. Okay, it was a long time. It was like 12 years ago, 15 years ago. But I just remember I was the kind of guy that just wanted to have a good time, dude. Right? Let's go to your house. Let's do homework, right? Let you read between the fucking lines on that. Let's hang out, have a good time, and just live life, bro, right? And it's always like drama, and parents are angry because they done worked all day, and they're arguing about what they should have for dinner, whatever. And it's just like, you people are arguing about bullshit. You're arguing about the dumbest things. Like, you're upset for what? For nothing, right? And that was just, I never understood that. Otherwise, I would have said, quit being a bit, or, I said, bro, like, it's not that serious. I would have been able to maybe have better conversations, or I don't know. It's just, hopefully, I don't feel like I'm delivering this message very good, but I feel like you guys are getting the gist of what I'm saying. I never understood why people did what they did, why you chose negativity over positivity. And I wasn't always the most positive person either, but once I started to learn, oh, I don't control what happens to me, but I do control how I respond to what happens. And it all comes back to the education system. And that's what I talked about yesterday with this lady and her daughter. It was a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but we went down the rabbit hole. I'm like, yeah, the school system, they fucking put us in cages and, didn't give us books, and it didn't tell us how to regulate our emotions or conflict resolution or anything. Like, it's a whole fucking mess. And this is why I'm writing a book on it, because there's so much content that people don't learn that they need to know. And it's stuff like this. You know what I mean? But Lucas, hopefully that answers your question. I was curious why people did the things they did. I had a teacher that was on, I don't know if it was crack or meth, but she was on some sort of fucking drugs, and it's just like, that's weird to me, when you're 16, 17 and your teacher's doing hardcore drugs, like, what the fuck? So I was always curious. It never made sense to me. Never made sense to me, because I was never that way. I never, you find me a woman that can prove to you that I cheated on her, I'll give you $25,000 in cash. You find a woman with proof, I will hand over $25,000 in cash. Okay? I've never cheated on a woman before. I've never, did the shit that other people did to me. Well, except for Bobby, that fucking manager, that fat bitch. But other, most instances, I didn't, come off as aggressive or an asshole, like, for no reason. I always got in trouble because it was reactionary. It was always like the reaction that I gave. But my reaction was because of their initial action. You know what I mean? So that was the thing. It was always like, well, Jonathan, why did you call her a fat bitch? And it's like, because she tried to get me fired for no reason. I wouldn't have called her a fat bitch if she didn't try to fire me for no reason. Oh, well, you can't really do that. It's like, dude, I'm fucking 18 years old. This bitch is like 40. Why don't you tell her to act her age and I like my age? How about that? You know what I mean? I always talk like that when I was a kid. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? You're an adult, fucking act like one. You know? But now that I understand, I felt like Neo in the Matrix. Yeah, I felt like this, bro. This was me right here. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Yeah, that was me, man. Fucking Neo from the Matrix, dude. That's what I felt like. So that's why I get so excited, bro. 48 Laws of Power, John Maxwell Leadership, Stoic Philosophy, Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius. Like, come on, bro. This is like the best of the best we're talking about here. So anyway. Okay, I kept that to about maybe 10 minutes or so. I didn't rant for too long. But at the end of the day, it was curiosity. If I don't understand something, but I really want to know, I'll go look for it. You know? And human nature to me is just such an interesting topic. That's why I like Robert Greene, because he gets very deep into human nature. The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. 48 Laws of Power. So the more you learn, it's like the more you can navigate life, the more you can navigate conversations, you know, versus just being yourself 100% of the time, you know, like when I'm at a restaurant meeting this woman and her daughter, you know, I'm not going to be dropping the F-bomb every sentence, right? You got to kind of regulate a little bit. It's not being fake per se, but it's more so like relaxing, you know, and not picking a better, you know, word to say, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, that's probably it. I could keep going, but I think I'm going to leave it there. There's a sentence: you must pay yourself or so. How would you handle it? Would you say that you choose percentage-wise, you don't pay yourself too much or too less? If it's a new high, I'm going to partial out. If I'm only in one contract, I'm going to just close the trade. Okay, Lucas, thank you for getting back to me. Appreciate that, Stephanie. It's sometimes scary how much parents and teachers influence a person's future. No, I can agree. I can absolutely agree. Because, look, man, I really don't want to get into this shit, but, you know, I was explaining to this lady yesterday. I'm like, I have friends that have fucking died. They never made it past their 20s, bro. Some of them didn't make it past 22, 23. They're fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? Dead. They got robbed or fucking murdered. Well, both, really. But, you know, it's like, that shit didn't need to happen, bro. Some of the friends that I literally went to school with, spent in detention with, they're fucking dead, bro. And these teachers did nothing to help them. They did nothing to help me either. They didn't do a fucking thing. Oh, we're just going to put you in a room, put you in a fucking box, and not let you do anything except think about what you did. Okay, well, there's a reason that me and my friends are all here every fucking week. We obviously, you know, haven't learned. Well, I wasn't that bad. They were just picking on me because I was white. But I'm not going to get into that either. I'm not going to get into that either. You know, everybody's attacking fucking white people these days, but we won't talk about it. Chad tells his students all the time, so many friends did not make it. Yeah. Now, granted, they made their own choices, but dude, are you really going to expect an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old to make positive life choices? Are you serious? Really? They can't drink till they're 21, but they can make decisions to join a gang at fucking 18, 19? Get the fuck out of here. The school system is a joke, my friend. Not just the curriculum, which is over 150 years old, but it's the lack of counseling. It's the lack of, a positive influence. And then, I already know what some people are going to say. Oh, well, but that's what the parents' job is to do. Okay, well, number one, how do you even know those kids have parents? Let's start with that. Number two, let's just say they do have parents. Okay, well, their parents are probably plugged into the fucking matrix too. So they're at work all day. They come home and they're tired. You think they're going to continue and teach their kid personal development and conflict resolution and ethics and morals when they get home? Bitch, they're fucking tired. Now they got to make dinner. They don't have the energy for that shit. I'm telling you, fam, I'd uncovered every angle of this topic. I'd uncovered every angle, my friend. There's a reason I'm passionate about this stuff, bro. I was supposed to be in the Matrix too. Shit, I was for a while. Shit sucks. So. Anyway, it may not be entirely your fault on why you are where you are. You do have decisions to make, of course. And the more you dwell on how you got to where you are, the less time you're going to spend on getting to where you want to be. So you got to make the decision. Like, hey, I'm not in a place I want to be, but I get to decide how to move forward. So it's not fucking easy, fam. It's not easy, bro. I don't like being negative and shit, but like, fuck, man, it was a bitch trying to make it out, dude. It was horrible. I was stuck in the Navy, dude. I couldn't go anywhere. I was under contract. Couldn't go anywhere. Do you know what that feels like? To have 70-hour weeks, 80-hour weeks, and you can't do shit about it? Feeling like you're just throwing your fucking life away? Horrible, bro. Horrible. I said, good God, there's got to be something different. This ain't it. Hey, bro, you gonna re-enlist? Fuck no, I'm not gonna re-enlist. I should punch you in the mouth for even asking me some stupid shit like that. I'm getting the hell out, bro. What are you talking about? This is horrible, man. Absolutely horrible. So, anyway, I'll wrap this up with this. This is another reason why the last couple of years I've been diving so much into leadership. And why that's such a important topic, because like John Maxwell says, everything rises and falls on leadership. I know so much bad leadership, dude. I could write a book just on that. So I saw it in the school system or the education system, whatever. I saw it in the military. I definitely saw it in the MLM industry. So I know that if we affect the leaders, that will affect the downlines of MLMs, the downlines of businesses, the downlines of the education system. So it starts from the top, baby, top-down analysis. Daily, down to the 1 minute. Everything starts, right? Change starts at the level of leadership, starts at the top. I'm only doing what I can do, but I'm going to be very vocal about it, like I always have been. I always have been. Because you people need to be aware. You need to be aware. So with that being said, we've done nothing. Well, we had a little bit of movement, but we haven't done anything in the last 30 minutes or so. Yeah. What time is it? I think some of my books are going to come in today, so I'll probably just read for a bit, but I'm not going to do anything here with the indices. You guys got me, Lucas got me riled up anyway, getting into the school system and all its toxicity. Should go work out, huh? That's what I need to do. Go lift some weights. So yeah, y'all be good, man. We'll be here same time, same place tomorrow. On Tuesday, right here on this YouTube channel. For those of you that are in the Discord, if you guys want to, you can be in, you can go to the lounge at whatever time you want. If you guys want to get into the chat and put together a time you guys can agree on, or just show up whenever you want, the lounge is there for you. Okay. I might be there. I might not be there. I don't know. Okay. I usually don't get up at 7 a.m. I just don't do that. Okay. But if I get up and you guys are in there, I'll probably stop by, but I'm not going to present. I'm going to let you guys do that. If Trillionaire wants to present, or if you guys just want to have that conversation, go for it. But it's there for you. And I pay for it. All right. So with that being said, y'all be good, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.